Today we're just going to talk about classing our 3D figures and the different types that we have. So the first type that we have is a prism. And in the prism we have two bases that are congruent and parallel. So in this case we have two triangular bases. Notice how one's on bottom and one's on top. They're the same exact triangle and they're parallel. And then your prism is always connected by a segment called the height. So this right here is what's going to be called the height of your prism because it's connecting those two triangular bases together. In a prism, we always have two bases, like I said, and your faces, those are the other things that are folding up to make your prism. Your faces are always going to be rectangles. And in this case, this would be a triangular prism, if I were to classify. Your other type of solid is a pyramid. A pyramid has a total of one base, and all of them meet at a point. So in this case, I have a single base, it's a triangle, and everything's folding up to meet at this point up above. In this case, the things that are folding up, faces, are all going to be triangles. So in a prism, everything that folds up is a rectangle. The base shape of a prism is always going to be the shape that's not a rectangle. In a pyramid, all of your faces are triangles, so normally your base shape is always the shape that's not a triangle. And that's in this case, like this picture, it's a triangular pyramid. Again, we're always naming based on the base shape. You also have something called a cylinder. A cylinder is actually a prism because it has two bases, two circular bases, and then your height. But if you took your sheet of paper and rolled it up, you would actually notice that that rectangle that rolls is now a cylinder. So that's why it's considered a prism. A cone is considered a pyramid because it has one base and everything comes together at a top. And then the last one is a sphere. A sphere is a solid in which each point is equidistant from the center. So that's something you're pretty familiar with. All right, on the first one, I have a base shape of a rectangle. So I know I'm rectangular. Everything is coming up to be at a point, so I'm a rectangular pyramid. On the other one, I have one circular base. Everything is meeting at a point, so this will be a cone. On this one, I have two triangular bases, so I know I'm dealing with a triangle. So triangular. And since I have two, this would be a prism. Here, my base shape, well, if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a hexagon, so hexagonal, and it's meeting at a point, so hexagonal pyramid. This one, I have two circular bases. That would make it a cylinder. Here I have two rectangular bases. That would make it a rectangular. And since I have two, a rectangular. Alright, here we gotta be careful. So base does not always mean bottom. So I have a trapezoid here and a trapezoid here. So I'm actually doing a trapezoid. So trapezoidal. And it's important to note that base doesn't mean bottom, but also, like I said at the beginning, look for that non-rectangular shape, and that will be the base. So this is going to be a trapezoidal prism and two trapezoids. Here, if I notice, everything has tick marks, so this is a square, and I'm meeting at a point, so it is a square. Here, I'm dealing with a pentagon. And then there's two, so here I got one singular triangle, and at a point, so a triangular. Here I have two triangles, again, base is not your bottom. triangular. And lastly, we have the ball, so it's in